Can you give some analysis on why say Japan equity market has not delivered since last 25 years? Or in USA, like returns are 10% or 12%, even for the equity market. So and why the India will deliver the 15 plus return for the next 20-25 years?
The Japanese market in 1989 was at 40,000. Nikkei was at 40,000. At 40,000, the PE of the Japanese market was 100. So in India now the PE for BSE Sensex is I think 1220 over. For Sensex PE to be 100 at 1200 PE, at 1200 EPS, the Sensex has to be at 1,20,000. If the Sensex hits 1,20,000 now, it will give no returns for the next 25 years. Returns from equity is always dependent on the price you pay first, and of course the amount that you buy, which is part of the asset allocation. If you pay a PE of 100 for anything, any stock, any market, you are not likely to get any returns. You are likely to lose money. So what the Japanese were thinking at that time, what the Americans were thinking at that time when they were buying the Japanese market, this happens. Once in a while people go mad. That is the reason.
Then I'm buying the 100p price drop.
Can you see?
But again, at some point of time there is a base P. Maybe the PE has fallen. Maybe in Japan, because I am not aware of the Japan market. Maybe there the PE has came down to 10, and then it will rise. But it has not. So what are the other reasons?
That's the main reason. If you read, there is excellent analysis by Jeremy Grantham on. They do an analysis of a 7-year return for all asset classes. And right now they are predicting that the S&P 500, the US market, will give no return over the next 7 years. Zero. It doesn't mean that it will be zero exactly at the end of the 7th year. It means that this is not the right time to buy US equity.
Okay, thank you.
You publish in every issue some value picks. Likewise, you have your stock letters. But the number of stocks mentioned in the letters is quite large. So how would a modest investor go about profiting from the information
The stock,
that you provide?
A mutual fund portfolio, an average mutual fund portfolio has 50 stocks. Our stock letter has 22, 23 stocks. In fact, people say 20 stocks is so highly concentrated that you are not following the cardinal principle of investing, which is diversifying enough. That's what people say. If you were to buy one share of all the 23 companies that we mentioned, we calculated this. Somebody had asked this question. We calculated it will be 31,000, one share of all of them. So I would humbly submit that if you do not wish to invest 31,000 in stock market, you should go by the mutual fund route. And that is what mutual funds are for. Absolutely, because that's another point about another problem with the mutual fund industry is that they do these weights. As I mentioned, they'll put more money in TCS and less money in Infosys and more in HDFC Bank and so on. There is no evidence internationally. There is no evidence that fund managers are capable of deciding on different weights for different stocks. So do not even try to, for the simple reason that I will only select what is good. After that, it is in the hands of collective millions of market participants to prove me right or wrong. Okay, and for instance, I'll give you a good example. About 2-3 weeks ago, we had recommended, after a long time, we don't recommend buying and selling. We are very, very careful when we recommend, and after we recommend, usually stocks do well, except for rare cases. We recommended a company at 40, with the stock was around 49, and it was at a 52-week high. Today the stock is at 64. Did I know? No. I had no way of knowing. I thought this stock would give me a 30% return over a year. Now it has gone up 14 rupees in a few weeks on 50 rupees. It's gone up 30% in few weeks. Am I going to sell it? No, I'm not going to sell it because it's a fundamentally great company and I'm going to let the stock run. So, is there a way any fund manager knows which stock among a basket of stocks, which stock will move more than the other one? He's going to be a genius if he doesn't know that. How is he putting more money in one and less in another? So we don't do that. We say equal weighted. If you have 30 stocks, put 3.33 in all of them. If you have suggested 25 stocks, put 4% in all of them. This is the only way to be methodical about and sticking to what you know, and let the market decide whether you're right or not. One of the most important things in this whole business of less is more is to differentiate between what satisfies you and what you want to maximize. All over the world, financial literature uses a lot of cliches. Okay, one of the cliches people use is maximize your return. According to us, you should never ever try even think of maximizing your return. You cannot maximize your return. You should have a base expectation and be satisfied with what you get, given that you have adopted all the right processes in picking your stock or fund or asset allocation or whatever. So it's very important to be happy and satisfied with what you get, rather than think that I haven't got this, that fellow has got more return, or this stock has gone up more, and if only I had done this. So cutting out regret and cutting out a desire to maximize is central to investment happiness.
Sir, everybody needs saving, irrespective of the age and their income source. And that saving needs, with the passage of time, a growth. And everything needs a professional help. And of course, if professional help should not be free of charge, why not a Moneylife Foundation should start such professional help?
That's exactly what I pointed out. It is not Moneylife Foundation which can do that, because it's a not-for-profit organization and it's not allowed to charge. But we have done exactly this based on last 3 years. We have been doing all of these programs, and people said, nice presentation, I have 5 lakhs where to put, or which insurance plan to buy. Okay, so at the end of the day, people want to know what to do. So we have, in fact, with your kind permission, we didn't mention that this, because you asked this question only, I'm pointing out that this is what we offer. If you look at it, it has everything. It has a selection of mutual funds, insurance, health insurance product, fixed income. There's a tool by which you can do your asset allocation and market timing, and a stock letter. Everything is included in this. So people are buying. For instance, we have some already, without any major advertising, we have 150 subscribers in the last 2 weeks. According to us, this is a last mile. Having tried to simplify people's life, finally if they say that give us a pill which I can put it in my mouth with a glass of water, this is that pill. And we are going to stake all our reputation on this pill.
IRDA has not set some rules for health insurance, because several companies, those who are having health insurance, they bring some drawbacks at later stage. In the beginning they say for after 3 years, but when 3 years elapses, then something comes to the existing disease, and whatever they have given the cover, that also keeps on freezing. So therefore, there is absolutely no guarantee that this is covered. In foreign countries, that like Germany and USA, that they are having everybody, all citizens, and the existing health insurance are not keeping that what
There's a lot to be said about the quality of Indian regulators. There's nothing. If I start, I'll have a whole session on what SEBI should be doing and what IRDA should be doing and RBI should be doing. They're not doing their job. Even when we point out, we've written so many letters, memorandum, RTI. You've done everything to break our head against that IRDA wall, but we only get hurt and nothing happens.